Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with some repurchases, and I hauled one of these last week as well, but I picked up 3 more of them during the Josie Maran 25% off sale, and that is the Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. So I got 2 of the originals and 1 of the Protect and Perfect, which is the tinted version, and I like to mix these, and these are my daily moisturizer and SPF that I use. So a product I've been using for a really long time, and I'm kind of a broken record talking about it, but I did pick up 3 more of those during the Josie Maran sale. And then I placed a substantially sized order on the Sephora website because of the sale that's going on right now. And I restocked on the Belief, the True Cream Moisturizing Balms, and these are the 3.3 fluid ounce jars. This is my every single evening moisturizer. I use it as the last step in my skincare routine, and usually when I stock up on like 3 of the large tubs, I can get by throughout till the next Sephora sale. That's been working out for me pretty well, so I got 3 more of those guys, and this is the True Cream Moisturizing Balm, not the Aqua version, which is more like a gel that's lighter. This is the cream, and that's another product that I've been using for a really long time. And then I also got the Aqua Balm Overnight Lip Mask. This is also a repurchase. So this is a 0.7 ounce tub of lip balm, and I got one of these, I want to say it was September or October I got it. It was right around the fall sale, and I just ran out of it, I want to say 3 weeks ago, so it also almost lasted me to the next sale. So I got another one of these guys. I just absolutely love this product for using on my lips as an overnight lip mask, which is what it's called, is the overnight lip mask, and it just does a really nice job of hydrating my lips all throughout the night. So I did go ahead and grab another one of these guys. I have been using the Laneige lip sleeping mask in the interim, and since it's gotten a little warmer where I'm at, that has actually been working out really nice too, but I'm excited to have this guy back. So that's the Belief Aqua Balm Overnight Lip Mask right there. I also repurchased the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA BHA Pore Tight Toner. And this is a product that I've used for quite some time. I actually bought it when it first came out and really fell in love with it. And over the course since it's been out, I've gone through several bottles of it. And more recently, this has been my daily morning and night toner. And I just love what it does for my skin. It's a little bit more gentle than like the Pixi Glow Tonic. And I'll throw the Pixi Glow Tonic in every now and again still as well. I've used that product. You guys, if you've watched my empties video, you guys have seen how many of those I've been through. And then same in the empties video, I've been through several of these guys. And I wanted to get a backup of this guy during the sale as well. The bottle that I'm using is about half gone, so I picked up another one of those. This is just a really, really nice, gentle but effective toner, and I love it. Another Glow Recipe repurchase is the Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. This is another product that I have been through several of, and it's just currently my favorite vitamin C. It's one that doesn't have like any adverse reactions on my skin. It's very gentle, so I really like this guy. It comes in a super cute tube. It's a 1 fluid ounce bottle. I'm actually using this one currently because I did run out of it, and I'm contemplating buying another backup of this guy and then also another backup of the PHA BHA toner during the sale, because I love both of these products so much. And I feel like I do, because this is a 1 ounce bottle, I do go through this one pretty quickly. I would say every month and a half I use up a bottle of this, and I just, again, really love it as a vitamin C on my skin. So I might go ahead and get another one of these guys, and I use the toner morning and night too, so I run through that a little bit quicker. I'm probably going to get backups of both of these before the sale ends. So another good product from Glow Recipe, the Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum right there. And then a new product from Glow Recipe is their Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum, clarifying and retexturizing. So it's a 2% BHA, salicylic acid. It's also got a bit of hyaluronic acid in it as well. But I bought this during the sale. It's Glow Recipe's latest launch, and I've been using it. I got my order, I think it was on Tuesday, so I've been using it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days, because I use it in the morning, kind of layered with my other Glow Recipe serums, and I've really been enjoying this. I have no like active breakouts on my face either. I haven't gotten brave enough and stopped using the Paula's Choice benzoyl peroxide, but that's my goal, is to replace the Paula's Choice benzoyl peroxide with this product. So we'll see how it goes. I've been using benzoyl peroxide for so long to help with like blemishes and stuff like that, it makes me nervous if I stop using it. Granted, I don't think it will be a severe catastrophe, but that's my goal in any event, is to kind of replace that with this product. And so far I've really been loving it. It feels really good on the skin. I haven't had any irritation with it either. And again, I've got no like active breakouts or blemishes or anything on my face. And then 2 days ago, Glow Recipe actually sent me that product in PR, which I'm really excited about because I've been enjoying it so much. So I'm glad to have a backup of it. So this is what the little PR guide looks like. There's probably some more information that I'll read to you real quick since I'm talking about the Glow Recipe products here. It says Meet Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum. Make over-drying, harsh, smelly blemish treatments a thing of the past with this daily clarifying serum. Glow Recipe's 10% Clarity Acid Complex gently smooths texture, clears breakouts, and refines pores, all while calming and hydrating skin. New fruit, who this? So I just love everything about that. There's 2% BHA salicylic acid, 1% AHA in the form of mandelic acid, 3.5% strawberry, 3% azelaic acid liposome, and 0.5% succinon. I don't know how to pronounce that acid. So that's their 10% Clarity Acid Complex right there. So I'm super excited to have a backup of this guy, and a huge thank you to Glow Recipe for sending it over. And then getting into some makeup that I got during the sale, I purchased the Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry Wand. It just had really good reviews and I liked the idea behind it, so I thought I would give it a try. It comes in a 0.07 ounce tube here. This is the outside packaging. For what it's worth, it's quite reflective. This guy here is made in Korea. So this is what the wand looks like, and it's a click style pen, so you can't, like, once you pump it out, you can't get the product back in type of deal. And I was really surprised that this product wasn't more like sticky to like adhere to the flaky shades in the Pat McGrath formula. It's more like glycerin-y. It's got a bit of smoothness to it. It almost feels actually like a moisturizer type product than a primer type product, if you will. And I have used this a couple times with her products. It looks like a tinted gray, but it goes on like a clear. And it does do a nice job of gripping onto like shinier shades and stuff like that, but I don't have a noticeable difference using this as opposed to my non-set primer that I use, which is the CoverGirl in Olay Simply Ageless. I feel like the unset CoverGirl does just as good of a job as this guy right here. So like I said, it does do the job. It does kind of intensify, but not to the extent that I was hoping for a specialty product in that aspect, if that makes sense. But again, I was expecting a little bit more maybe tact or something that grips onto those shiny shades even more than this does. So still play around with it and whatnot, but I'm not like wowed by it, you know. So this is the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry Wand right there. I also purchased the new Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. I was really excited about this product, and I think the formula feels nice. It blends out nice. It has nice coverage, but I need a shade deeper, which usually Dior concealers run, like the lightest shade that Dior usually makes is just ever so slightly a little bit darker than what I wish it to be. And this is just a little bit too light. So I think that I would like it more if I had a shade match for me. So I got the 0CR, which is the lightest cool tone version. And I want to get the 1CR, which is the second one with the pink undertones, but it's sold out right now. So I'm going to play around with this one a little bit more. I've been mixing it with some of the concealers that I have that are darker, and I've been enjoying it like that, but I feel like I can't give a full opinion because I don't think that the shade is right for me. So this comes in a 0.37 fluid ounce tube, and I really like the packaging on this. That's actually a lot of concealer as well that you're getting in there. And this little guy here is made in France, and the packaging has got like a grippy kind of clear plastic. It just feels really nice. And then it's got the little Dior, and the applicator is different than any other concealers that I have. It's actually got a little brush applicator on there. So again, this is the 0CR shade. And the formula, again, it does feel really nice. It's got, I would say it's got a medium coverage to it. And I didn't have any issues blending it out, but I was kind of like, I wasn't crazy about it when I used it by itself, but I think it's kind of the same deal that I had experience with the Rare Beauty concealer. I originally got a shade in that was too light for me as well, and I thought that I didn't like it, and then I got a deeper shade, and I actually really love that concealer. So it feels really nice. And when that other shade comes back in, I think that I'm going to go ahead and get the 1CR shade, either to mix with this one or maybe it'll be my perfect match. So I got that guy. That again is the new Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. I also got the new Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector stick, and this is a 0.1 ounce stick product, and it's made in Belgium. It is this guy right here. So there are actually two versions of this product available. This is the corrector version, not like the concealer type of version, even though I use this corrector as a concealer for me underneath my eyes. And I got the shade Extra Light Bisque, and it matches my skin like perfectly. I've got it underneath my eyes today, and it's a very lightweight product. I would say it's a light buildable coverage, and it also sits really light on the skin. I think it looks really pretty, so I'm glad that I picked up this guy. This is what the packaging looks like. The magnet is not really strong on here, so if I were to like throw this in a bag, I think that the lid would definitely fall off. So I wish that the magnet was a little bit stronger on here, but again, this is the Extra Light Bisque shade, and that's how much product that you get. And again, I do have it underneath my eyes today, and I've really been enjoying this guy. So there it is. Again, this is the corrector version right there. And looking at it in the viewfinder, it doesn't look too far off in terms of lightness from the Dior one, but you can really see how much more pink the Bobbi Brown one has compared to the Dior. And I think that's what kind of is the biggest difference for me for how they look on, is that pink undertone in the Bobbi Brown just blends into my skin a lot better than the lightness with, even though this is a pink undertone, this is even more because it's that corrector style. So the Bobbi Brown just blends into my skin a little bit more. But I really like this stick product from Bobbi Brown right there. Again, that is Extra Light Bisque right there. And then I got the Huda Beauty Cheek Tint Blush Stick in the shade Proud Pink. This is a 5-gram tube, 0.17 ounces. And then this guy here is made in Italy. So this is the box packaging. I want to say there are like 5 or 6 shades of this available. This one just looked like a nice poppin' pink shade. And when I first opened this, I was like, oh my gosh, that color is so pretty. The texture feels really nice. It blends out really nice and all of that. But there was something about when I put this on the skin, it was almost like there was an undercast of patchiness on my skin that I wasn't crazy about the way that it looked. And it has a decent amount of shimmer or like a shine to it. You can really see it there in the viewfinder. And I think that maybe that pearl shift in there is what makes it look a little bit patchy with the undercast on my skin tone. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and try a couple different like ways to apply it, but I'm not crazy about it because of the way that it looks on my skin tone. And it could very well be the color is, you know, the undertone might be just be a little bit deeper on my skin tone with that pearl finish in there. I'm not quite sure. I think you can see like when I turn, you see how dark like right there it gets when I turn my wrist. That's how it looks on my cheeks. You can see those dark like in patches. So I wasn't crazy about it. Again, the formulation feels really nice. It blended out really nice, but there's something about the undertone of this particular shade that looks patchy on my skin with that pearlized finish to it. So I think the color is so pretty. Like I said, when I first swatched it and looked at it, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. But then when I put it on, that undercast on there, you can see it when I like get it out of the light a little bit. It just wasn't that flattering. So again, I'll play around with it a little bit more. Maybe I just need to try a different shade for my skin tone. But that is the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint in Proud Pink right there. Another blush product that I got is from Patrick Ta, and this is the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. This one isn't a new shade, but because I loved his blush palette so much, I decided to go ahead and pick up one of the singles, and I might get one more, I'm not sure. Which they actually came out with the ones that were in like that palette around the holiday time in individuals as well. But this one here is Do We Know Her? The cream is 0.21 ounces, the powder is 0.14 ounces, and this is made in the USA, so this is the box packaging. And this is the blush that I have got on my cheeks today. I put the powder down first and then pounced a bit of the cream over the top, which is something I believe Patrick Ta recommends doing with these products, which is almost like reverse of how you would think to do it, and it looks really pretty. For me, it works both ways, and I enjoy it both ways, but I think when you put the cream on top, it adds that shine, whereas if you put it underneath and the powder on top, the powder really grabs onto that cream, and then you lose a bit of that shine, so I think that's probably the biggest difference. A lot of the times I'll use one or the other and not even layer them, but just a great product from Patrick Ta. Both the cream and the powder formulation by themselves and mixed is just great. So I got this guy right here. The packaging always trips me out because it's like Tom Ford's packaging, the way that it looks, so I'm always trying to like pop the lid part off, but it's opposite. So the bottom like comes out like that, as opposed to this piece sticking to the bottom and this part popping out. It always confuses me, and I'm like struggling trying to get the package opening. But anyway, these are the two shades in the Do We Know Her. The top one is the cream. I love the window that protects the cream from powder getting in there. And then here's the powder product. And again, this is what I've got on my cheeks today. Right there. And then if we take and blend out this powder a little bit, put a little bit more here, and put a little bit of the cream over the top, just for effect, so you can kind of see the different variations there. But really great product from Patrick Ta. So that's the Do We Know Her Double Take Cream and Powder Blush right there. Also from Patrick Ta, I got the Major Brow Shaping Wax, and I got the tinted version because I feel like a lot of these waxes, they leave like a cast of like lighter like look to the brows. So I got the tinted version thinking that it would be kind of like that good laminated soap brow, and it does laminate and stuff, but it doesn't quite give me the volume and the hold like the e.l.f. soap brow. Out of all of the browy type, you know, lamination style waxy products that I've been trying recently, the e.l.f. soap brow has been my favorite. So I don't have this in my brows today. I've actually got the e.l.f. soap brow in with the NYX brow pen is what I have. It's been my favorite combination. This is a much like lighter hold and lighter volumization, if you will. And then the other thing about this particular product was it did break my brows out. It wasn't as severe as like the Ulta Brow Gel, but there were little bumps throughout my brows when I did use this. So it's nice, but again, I prefer the e.l.f. brow soap, and the e.l.f. brow soap does not break my brows out, which is awesome. So anyway, it's okay, but it's not what I was hoping for. So this guy's made in the USA as well, and there's 0.17 ounces of product in here. And just to show you guys what it looks like, you put a little setting spray or a little bit of water. See, I'm having trouble with the packaging again. In there, and then you just swirl a spoolie through it. And that's what the tinted version looks like. It's a very, very light tint, but I think that having the tinted version also helped with not getting that little bit of white cast that you can get from products like this. So, decent, but not what I was hoping for again. So that's the Patrick Ta Shaping Wax in the tinted version. And then lastly from Patrick Ta, I did get the Major Dimension 2 eyeshadow palette. So this guy has got 2 cream shadows that are 0.065 ounces, and then 10 powder shadows that are 0.06 ounces, which is a decent amount of product that you're getting. And then this guy here is also made in the USA. So this is the box packaging right here. So the same style as his first Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette. This one's got a little bit of a border on the packaging with a really mirrored reflect on it. The other one is all rose gold, but this is the palette right here, and then you've got 2 cream shadows over here, which I do like the cream shadows, but I need to use them by themselves as opposed to putting them over the shadow primer with the CoverGirl, because there's just too much emollients in this cream product to layer it over the CoverGirl. So when I use those, I need to use them by themselves, and they do a nice job of adding dimension and grabbing onto those really sparkly shades, but I like to use them by themselves too. They cling onto the CoverGirl just as well by themselves as opposed to the creams, but since the creams have tint to them, you get that dimension. So this palette here doesn't have any highlight shades for me. Everything is mid-tone or deeper, so I do have to bring something in if I want a highlight effect underneath the brow or the inner corner, so it's not quite standalone. So let's go ahead and give you guys some swatches. Yeah, these These cream shadows are just really, really emollient. And very, very pigmented, as you can see there. And then we'll go ahead and swatch the top row first. These four are kind of the flakies, and this one's a little bit more of a smooth metallic, that first deeper one. But they're all really, really pretty. And the formulation is nice. They blend out nicely. He does really nice eyeshadows and blushes. Those are probably my favorite from the brand. Granted, I have not tried everything from the brand either, but I do love the blush duos, the single blushes, and then also their eyeshadows. But and then these last two. So that is the Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette right there from Patrick Ta. And then let me grab the first one just to show them next to each other for you guys. So here they are together. The first Major Dimensions is on the bottom and the 2 is on the top. So yeah, you can just really see that they're warmer, rosier tones in the new one, but the same neutral kind of layout. The first one had highlight shades for me. The second one does not. I also bought another one of the Makeup Forever Artist pencils in the shade Total Taupe, which is a cool tone brown. I love these pencils for lip liners, and I'd heard really good things about this shade, and a nice cool brown shade, which you can really kind of intensify this shade or blend it into the lips as well for a lighter type of a look. And it's just a really nice cool tone brown, and it's a wooden sharpening style pencil. So I got that guy. Again, that's 508 Total Taupe right there. And then these pencils are made in the Czech Republic. And then I couldn't help myself. I had to get this Refy 3.0 Stage Refy Brow Kit. I had heard really good things about this brand, especially for brow products, which is the launch of them was mostly brow products, if I'm not mistaken. But I just seen that they came out with some new stuff. I want to say it was lip products or something like that. But this is the 3.0 Stage Brow Kit in medium. So this is the box that it comes in. And there are 3 products in here. You've got the brow pomade, which is 0.05 ounces, and it's made in Taiwan. And then you have got the brow sculpt, which is 0.28 ounces, and this guy is made in China. And then you have got the brow pencil, or it's called the brow pencil, 0.002 ounces of product in this one, and this one is also made in China. So the thing that so far has impressed me the most about this is the pencil, and I'm not big on using pencils. I really like the markers and stuff like that, but this is the smallest eyebrow pencil that I have ever seen. It is so tiny. So I just want to show you guys how little it is. It's very, very tiny, and I want to say that maybe I don't know, that's pretty small. It's a very, very small tip, which gives you, like, you know, those hair-like strokes. So this again is the, what shade did I say? Medium. There's a warning on the cap that says do not twist up more than 2 millimeters. So since it's so skinny, you know, if you twist it up more, it's definitely going to break. And then there's a spoolie on the other end there. So a nice brow pencil there for those like fine strokes. And then you've got the brow sculpt, which is like this white gel. And I think the worst thing that they could have done about this product is made it white. They should have tinted it something or another. I really had the white kind of flakes, and I tried to work really fast, and the first brow that I did, you could just see the white like flakies from the product. And so the second brow, I put more product on and like hurried up and smashed them to my face, and that seemed to work a little bit better, but I shouldn't have to be like that in a hurry, you know what I mean? So this also didn't quite have the hold that I get from like the e.l.f. brow either, and this product broke my eyebrows out as well. I'm going to toy around with the Refy products some more, but I don't know, I was expecting, if you've seen the pictures of that beautiful laminated brow, I was expecting more of that, and I got more of something not that. Anyway, the last product in that little range there is the pomade, which is 0.05 ounces again. So you've got a brush on one end, a brow brush, and then the pomade twists off and is in this little cap right here. And when I went in with this, I just picked up a little bit and I went to put it on, and it went on so opaque that it didn't like give me any skin look because it covered the skin all up. So I need to play around with it some more. So I had to take a spoolie and really kind of comb it out to get it dispersed evenly. Granted, I might just need to play around with it a little bit more because I think the color is really nice. Let me actually swatch it for you guys. Right here. But like the product that I was excited for the most was that pomade. And that just, I don't know, I wasn't crazy about it. This does lean a little bit lighter in terms of a medium brow product as well. I'd say it's like a light medium as opposed to like a true medium shade. But anyway, I definitely need to play around with the kit a little bit more. But again, out of all of these brow products that I've tried, I love the e.l.f. brow soap so far. So, and that's like what, $4 or $5. I also purchased the newest Aether Beauty quad. So this is their rose quartz crystal quad. There are 4 shades in here that are 0.03 ounces a piece. And this is a vegan, cruelty-free, clean ingredient, sustainable packaging brand. And this is made in the USA. So here is the box packaging. So it's cardboard, all recyclable, no mirror in there. And their shadow formulation is really nice. The darkest shade in here is a shimmer. And originally I thought it was going to be like deep enough for my crease and dimension and stuff. But because of that pearlized shine, I was wishing for something a little bit deeper in the crease area. But the shadows themselves are really, really nice. Aether makes a really pretty clean eyeshadow formula. Yeah, this would have been a quick one and done for me had that deeper shade just been a little bit deeper, but that pearl really kind of lightens it up there because I like the tones in there. It's the rose quartz one again from Aether Beauty here. That's what the shadows in the packaging look like. I also purchased the new Nomad Cosmetics Gemini 2 eyeshadow palette. This is the box packaging. I actually got this off of the Nomad Cosmetics website, but it is currently available on the Sephora website. They had 20% off going on the Melt website when this launched as well. I almost got the duo with the Gemini original and this one because they did switch up the packaging, but I'm like, don't be ridiculous. Just get the one palette. So that's what I did. And the packaging on this is super pretty. It's got the roses on there. And this guy here has got a total of 0.74 ounces of product or 21.06 grams, which is a lot of product that you're getting. And it is made in the USA. Again, here's the box packaging. And then here is the actual packaging, which is super, super pretty. And this is the eyeshadow palette that I have got on my eyes today, with the exception of the Aether Beauty Pure Diamond Dust for highlighting, because there is not a highlight shade in this palette, either matte or shimmer, that's light enough for me. So that's actually quite typical with a lot of the Melt eyeshadow palettes. I always feel like I have to bring in something a little bit lighter, but I do love the formulation in most of their palettes. There have been a couple where the sparkles were a little bit flaky and stuff like that, but this one here, I'm happy to report, is really pretty. The mattes are pigmented, they blended out really nice, had very minimal fallout, and I just think it's so stunning. So there's a little bit of embossing of some flowers on there. There are only 2 shimmers in here, which are Schmood and Mateo, which is this one and this one. All the rest of them are mattes. So again, this is what I've got on my eyes today. I think I used the majority of these rosy tones and then a bit of this shimmery green on the lid. And I absolutely love the way that the look came out. So yeah, that top shade right there is the lightest shade in the palette. So you can definitely see on my skin tone it's much too deep for highlighting. And then these are also magnetized inside the palette, which I love, so you can remove them, which I've done with my Melt shadows for traveling quite a bit, because again, I do enjoy the formula. And this is a really nice formula, as you can see right there. They're just really pigmented and smooth. And then these last 2 right here. It's very deep. I think with as many shades that are in there, we could have used like one light shade. One light shimmery shade would have been great. But that would have made it a one and done for me. But it's still a really beautiful palette. So that is the Gemini 2 eyeshadow palette from Melt. And then let me show it next to the Gemini 1. So here's Gemini 2 on top next to the Gemini 1. My Gemini original one, doesn't look that used, because the original one that I had, like, I had exploding eyeshadows in there, and I had emailed them along with another, I think it was the 22 palette. I had 2 shades in there that were exploding, and they ended up replacing the Gemini palette. They didn't replace the 27, I think that's what it's called, palette, but I did get a new one of the Gemini. Those shades were just, it was ridiculous. I repressed them so many times and you couldn't get them to stick, but I'm pretty certain they did a bit of a reformulation, because their newest palettes, I haven't had any issues with the shadows exploding in any of them. So just a quick show there. The new Gemini packaging has got like green roses on it, and this one here's the old. But and then I finally got my Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton 2 collaboration products, which seems like I purchased forever ago, because their shipping is so slow on the Pat McGrath website, but it's showing coming soon on the Sephora website. So hopefully they launch during the sale, because that would be great. But I purchased 3 products. I got the Scintillating Diamond Body Shimmer. There's 20 grams or 0.7 ounces of product, which is a pretty decent amount of product that you're getting. And then this guy here is made in the USA. So cardboard, pretty light cardboard style packaging. It's really pretty with the Bridgerton theme on there. There is a puff inside, and then you've got like a sparkling body powder. I got the shade, there are 2 of these available. What color did I get? This is, it does not say on the packaging. And there was no box for this or the cheek palette either. They just came as they look. But it doesn't say on here what shade, but this is like the pinker of the 2 shades. I believe the other one is more gold. So I actually just kind of pounced this on my neck. It's much too dark to try to use on the face, but it's also much too like subtle, but still the sparkles in there are a little bit larger. So it's definitely, in my opinion, more for like a body type of a shimmer than anything. But just to show you guys, you can see kind of the effect that it gives. I really think that it's quite lackluster, and it could be in part because my skin is dry, and it might work best to put this over like a moisturized, more moisturized skin. Granted, I did have, you know, sunscreen and moisturizer on my neck and stuff like that, but it's very, very subtle. For somebody who likes that really high shine and high sparkle, this is just a bit underwhelming for me. Anyway, that is the Scintillating Diamond Body Shimmer from Pat McGrath Labs right there. And there is a bit of a fragrance to it as well. I don't find that it lingers, but it's like there is a bit of a fragrance to it. I also got the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter. There is a total of 7.5 grams or 0.26 ounces of product. It's not separated, so I think that is the total amount of product in here, 7.5 grams, which is not a lot of product that you're getting amongst 4 shades. This guy here is made in Italy. Same lightweight cardboard packaging in this one as well. It's very pretty, but it, for whatever reason, it feels a little bit cheap to me, especially for the price tag, because these are not cheap products. My products aren't aligned properly either, and then this here kind of sticks out a little bit. Again, it's in the detail that makes it feel a little bit cheap to me, but the 3 blush shades in here are absolutely beautiful. They're like a baked powder product. They blend out really nice. They're pigmented and everything like that. And then you've got the highlighter shade. The highlighter is really lackluster. There are golden micro glitters in there, and it's just not up my alley, shall we say. So if I do end up using this, I'm going to use it probably, I don't know, maybe maybe on my neck or something. You can see the sparkle from the micro glitters more than you can see the base of the product, which I'm not crazy about that. Had there been more like base product with the micro glitters in there, I might like it more, but that's really underwhelming to me. And again, the blush shades are really pretty. They're very finely milled and smooth as well. You can see right there how pretty the shades are. They're very pigmented again. So that guy right there is the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter. I guess you would call it a palette. And then lastly is the eyeshadow palette. I had to have the eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love the first Bridgerton collab eyeshadow palette that she came out with. The looks that come out of that one are just so pretty. I've used it several times. So this guy here has got a total of 6.6 grams, net weight 0.23 ounces across 6 shades. And this palette is made in Italy. So here is the box packaging. It's got the pink hue as opposed to the blue one. And then cardboard packaging again with the magnetic closure there. And then here are your shades. You've got 2 Baked Gelée shades, which are these guys right here. And one of her super special flaky shades, which is this one up here. A more standard powder shadow right up here in the corner. It's a shimmer. And then this shade right here is it's like a standard shadow, but it's really metallic. It's a bit smoother, if you will. And there are some shades in here that are very similar, like these 2 shades. It's these three shades and a little bit of this guy that really are reminiscent to the first one. There are some definite similarities. This is a little bit more of a poppin' kind of red shade there with the bee in it, but and I got along with this palette really well. It's another one. Love the looks that come out of here. And it's also a standalone too, for me. And these 2 shades. Originally I thought this shade was going to be like an old gold, but it comes off much more green on. So there are the 6 shades right there. So here it is next to the first palette, which is on top. So you can see there are some definite similarities, but these 2 shades are the closest. Like they could be like dupeable type of shades, but there is a differentiation amongst the other 5 for sure. These 2 I think are interchangeable. And I did check the names and they are all named different. So they're not like the same shades based off the names between these 2 palettes, but here you can see them together there for comparisons, and then again your swatches. I wanted to show you guys real quick what's happening to my first Bridgerton palette, which is cardboard, but the corners are lifting up on here, which I don't like. Like, I don't know, this is a not cheap product. So that just really makes it feel cheaper to me. And this is stacked too, like there are palettes on top of it, so the fact that they're still flipping up, I'm like, what the heck. I did get a PR package in from Nomad Cosmetics. I was super excited about this. This is one of my favorite indie brands. I really enjoy their shadow formula, and I also love the kind of their aesthetic and their vibe. So they came out with a new palette. It is the Paradise Islands Intense Eyeshadow Palette, and the packaging on this is so cute. So all of their palettes come with a little card in there because they're like destination palettes. Again, their aesthetic I just absolutely adore. And then look at how cute. This is the packaging that the palette came in. There's a little turtle stamped on there. And then here's the box packaging. I don't even think I'm going to be able to throw away the box packaging. And then here is the back. So the destination for this palette is the Paradise Islands, Bora Bora, and Tahiti. It says on the back this palette is manufactured at Nomad Labs in China. There are 18 shades that are 0.05 ounces a piece. Here is the packaging. It's a cardboard with a magnetic closure. It feels nice and substantial and sturdy. I love the imagery on here. And then inside, wait till you guys see, this is summer in a palette, man. I've worn this palette a couple times as well. Love the looks that come out of here. It's very bright and fun. Again, like summer in a palette right there. Tons of shimmer shades and matte shades in here. This shade Bora Bora made this standalone for me because it's like a light shimmery kind of pink shade, and it's the lightest shade that's in the palette. I can kind of get away with this one, which is called Whale, but it's got more of a blue hue to it. Slightly highlighty, but mostly I use this one for highlighting. But there's really cute embossings in there. I've ruined quite a few of them, but let's give you some swatches here. I get so excited about new palette launches from this brand, and I continue to use the palettes that I have from them as well, like the Haunted Europe. Oh gosh, I adore that palette. Yeah, I was in my 2021 faves vid. And then these guys. Gotta set that down. It's kind of hard to hold that up. And these four, this color is beautiful. And then these last two shades here, which are purples. But talk about a variety. You've got some punchy neutral shades, some purples, some blues, some greens. It's so pretty. I love it. And I love the packaging too. And the shades, they're so punchy. So that is the new Nomad Paradise Islands Intense Eyeshadow Palette right there. And a huge thank you to Nomad Cosmetics for sending this over. As always, your biggest fan. And that is everything for my haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.